Hey YouTube fam. Today I'm going to talk to you about something I never thought I would embrace, but it has become my absolute favorite travel accessory. The Murse. On July 1st, I posted a video saying I had bought my first, whatever you want to call it, messenger bag, man purse, fanny pack, Murse, whatever, and that I was going to try it out because I've been in Europe now for over 2 months, and I've noticed that a lot of European men absolutely carry the man purse and do it unabashedly. I gotta tell you, it's the best accessory I ever bought. So much so that I now own 5 of them. And I have ones for different colors, different occasions, etc. Part of it's because I like to collect things, but part of it because each one has a slightly different function, and depending on what I'm doing that day, depends on what bag I'm carrying. So, let me talk to you about why I carry a Murse now, why I think it's the greatest accessory that men need to embrace around the world. First of all, from a travel perspective, a backpack actually gets really hot during the day, particularly during the summer, because you are taking a percentage of your body and not allowing heat to dissipate. In fact, you're trapping it. So a messenger bag slash Murse is a lot cooler overall to wear. Second of all, there's a weight factor. A backpack doesn't seem that heavy until you walk 30-something thousand steps a day, which I do on many a days, walk in excess of 30,000 steps as I'm touring various cities. Over time, I was noticing that my shoulders were actually starting to hurt in the way of that backpack. Third, the Murse is actually a lot easier to flip around and carry it on the front of your body. And you see people when they're touring carrying their backpack in the front, and that's fine and it works, but it's awfully inconvenient. I do believe that on subways and crowded spaces, it is best to carry your belongings on the front of your body because it makes it just a little bit harder for pickpockets to access the pockets, right? It is very easy for somebody to unzip your backpack without you knowing it. It is very easy for them to pull something out of your backpack. And if you're carrying expensive cameras, etc., it's just so much better to have it on the front where at least you have a chance of it getting your attention before it's long gone. Because pickpockets work in a matter of seconds, and they all have their hand in your bag so quickly that you won't even realize it, particularly if it's on your back. The other thing is, most of the time as guys, we're not filling up a backpack. So we're carrying this big heavy object that's trapping heat and causing us to sweat more for what? When we're using a quarter of the space. So that's why I embrace the Murse. I'm going to show you my 5 bags, go through them, and also tell you what I carry in my backpack, what I carry in my Murse, and why I think that ultimately it's what you should be carrying as well. To start with, this is the Lululemon Everywhere Crossbody. This has probably become my go-to bag, simply because it has so much organization to it. So in this front pocket, it's huge. It's got these mesh pockets, which are great. I typically carry small things in the mesh pockets that are easy to lose, but I want easy access to. I can put my blogging camera right here. I then use this for additional accessories, and I'll go into that. But it's also got the zippered pocket where I can put a wallet or hotel keys, giving it a double zip feature, making it hard to get to. It's particularly if the bag's worn up front. Again, mesh pockets in the back, and this pocket where I typically keep my phone or easy to grab things. I bought this little carry accessory, which I clip to the side, and I keep my AirPods in here. And I do that because I am taking my AirPods in and out all the time. It has these great, nice metal connectors. I like that. They pivot, they turn, so it's always moving with you. That has a great feel to it. It feels like quality. The one thing I will caution about this is the new hot color. I forgot what it's called, some gray. You can't tell it unless you're super close, but I actually stained the front of this bag on day 1 with some sunscreen. Huge mistake. I cleaned it, was able to get it out, but in the process, I used a soft bristle toothbrush, and that was a mistake because I actually damaged the fabric. So these are sold out right now all throughout Europe. I can't get another one. I'm super anal about that, so I'm probably gonna have to order a new one because it's me, but it is a great bag. Bag 2. is the Louis Vuitton Trio bag, Trio Messenger bag. The cool thing about this bag is it actually comes in 3 parts, all of which can be used individually. This is actually my biggest bag, but you have the little side pocket again for earphones that goes on the strap. The strap works the same as the Lululemon strap, so it can be worn over the back, over the front, or as a crossbody. This pouch by itself can be worn with the strap, right? Or what they advise you to do in the store is if you want to expand your already large bag, it simply has these clips that swing around, and when you clip it on here. So now you have all 3 bags in one bag, which is great. But this bag itself is actually fairly large, so I will stick my cell phone and some other belongings in here. I have worn this under a sports jacket and kind of behind my back before, or in front. If I want to just go out to an evening, I may carry this bag, and I may just carry this bag. This bag is big enough to fit a compact umbrella, is big enough to fit camera, is big enough to fit a Kindle. It is a large bag. It's kind of hard to see how large it is. It has some organization to it, but you can get a lot of stuff in this bag. It is a very versatile bag. Because it's Louis Vuitton, it absolutely feels and has that premium luxury feel to it, which is why I really like this bag. I use it a bit every day, and that's why I picked the black color, which so that it would be able to do everyday type stuff without getting the worn look to it, which is obviously a concern with some bags, right? So this is my, if I'm carrying a lot of stuff bag. If I'm going to want an umbrella, I might carry this bag. And that is why I like this bag. My next bag is the men's Duo Sling by Louis Vuitton. I like the color. It's a little bit different. Like every other bag, it can be worn front, back. This one doesn't really go like a true crossbody where it wears kind of like a side bag, but it goes very comfortably on your back. It has 2 pockets. They're fairly deep, as you can see. It is deep enough, this one in particular, where I can take a compact umbrella and have plenty of room for a compact umbrella. It also comes with this nifty outside extra bag, which I again put my AirPods in. This bag is fun. This bag, what I like about it, I like the style of it. I like the uniqueness of the triangle shape. What I don't like about it is that if you pack it full, it bulges and looks very weird in the way it bulges. So you can't pack this bag full and have it look good. That having been said, I have packed it full many a days and found it to be very useful. There is a little bit of diminishing space. Once you pack one side, the other side starts to get very bulky and you can kind of feel it. One pocket is definitely bigger than the other. The strap is mostly comfortable, and it's very comfortably worn across your back. So I wear this bag if I'm not going to be on a subway a lot, if I know I don't want to flip it to my side, and it just kind of depends on what I'm doing. This bag is also just a fun bag to me. So I like this bag for that. If I was only gonna buy one crossbody, this would not be my bag of choice. Again, because it is Louis Vuitton, the leather is soft and sumptuous. It feels fantastic. So that is why I like this bag. This is more of a fun bag to me. All right, so the next bag I carry is an Arc'teryx. It is about $100. There is not a lot of space in there. It may look bigger, but it's really not that big. It does have this nice little zipper compartment. I use this when I'm gonna be out and about on shorter adventures, particularly with Odie, and if I'm only carrying a couple of things, right? If I'm taking my dog and we're gonna be out for maybe a couple of hours, I'll use this bag if I'm gonna be running, etc., and I just wanna grab a few small things. This is a great bag. It's got this nice kind of air, I don't know what you call it, but it creates airflow, right? So it doesn't warm up like other bags. So it's great for athletic activities. I'll wear it slung across my back. I like that feeling. It's not necessarily the most practical bag, again, if you're going to be out all day, but if you're going out for an hour or two, this is a great bag. The Louis Vuitton Alpha Messenger bag, again, lovely. You have this big pocket. You have a front pocket. Let's start with that. You have a nice front pocket, again, for your phone. You have this nice big pocket here. Like Louis Vuitton, everything Louis Vuitton, it is just perfect, beautiful quality, such attention to detail, right? I love the metal fittings on the straps. You don't have as much organization as you do in the Lululemon, but you do have a nice pocket here, right? And so you can segregate the bag that way. So that's really nice. This is actually bigger in size than the Lululemon bag. When you compare them, you will see that the Lululemon is actually not quite as thick and it's smaller, right? So you get probably, I'm just gonna guess, 30% more room in the Louis Vuitton. The problem with the Louis Vuitton is I would be scared carrying this every day because I think it would get dirty. But the other cool thing is, should you buy this with the Messenger Trio, you can actually attach the smaller bag from the Messenger Trio and get an even bigger bag. I think that would get bulky at that point, but it is doable. So I save this for when I'm going somewhere nice, but I'm gonna be gone for a while, right? This is not something I carry every day with me, although it is one of my favorites just because it is so beautiful. The gray, the blue, the stitching, I mean, it's everything that's Louis Vuitton, right? The stitching's perfect. Everything aligns perfectly. It is a beautiful bag. So next up, let's talk about what I put in my bag. You're probably asking, Ty, why do I need a man purse? I have existed my whole life with just pockets and I do just fine. So what do I carry in mine? The obvious, cell phone, right? We discussed that, usually the outer pocket. AirPods, also usually the outer pocket. Because it's Europe, I carry a coin purse, right? Inside, again, I bought this at Lululemon, although if you want to spend the money, you can definitely get a nice one from Louis Vuitton. But at any given point, I carry quite a bit of coins with me because I like to tip in €1 to €2 increments, which also means I carry my wallet, right? I carry just a small wallet. And I have gone to a small Deja pocket for most of my vlogging, simply because the big camera does get better quality shots, but the reality is only 6% of my viewers watch my videos on a television, which means you're not gonna see the subtle differences on your phone. This is the tripod that goes with the Deja Blogger, so I carry that with me. Next, a Tide pen. I spill stuff on myself all the time when I'm eating. I'm a messy eater. Tide pen is really helpful. Extra battery, because generally I'm out from about 8 in the morning till about 8 to 9 p.m. at night. So I go through at least one charge on my cell phone with Google Maps running constantly. I carry a collapsible water bottle because I can fill that pretty much everywhere. I actually saw a recent blog about how Americans find it weird that there's no water in Europe. I'm gonna tell you, there's water all over the place. I fill my water bottle for free all the time. Hand sanitizer, because I like to be clean. That's important to me. Depending on the day, I will probably have an umbrella with me. Again, not all of my bags are big enough to take an umbrella, but several of my bags are. iPhone charging cable. Lens wipes, both for my glasses and for my camera lens, right? Because it's always nice to have those. This is kind of cool. This is actually a mini tripod. It folds into, it can actually fit in your wallet, so it folds into a credit card shape, but you can use it to create a tripod or a tripod for your phone, for selfies, etc. Pen, most of the time, a piece of paper, and wet wipes, because frankly sometimes I want to clean my hands, clean my face, or more importantly, I have noticed that public bathrooms, first of all, public bathrooms are not always public bathrooms in Europe, Businesses are not going to just let you use their toilet like they will in the United States. That's not a God-given right. And so there are public bathrooms, for example, all over Paris, but they routinely do not have toilet paper. Ew. So I carry wet wipes depending if I'm going to be out all day and I know I'm not going to have access, like if I'm going to be in a park most of the day, or if I know I'm not going to have access to easy public bathrooms, I'll carry these with me just in case. Other suggestions could be a Swiss Army knife, extra dog bags, protein bar. All of those are great things to carry in your man purse if you're going to be gone all day. So in conclusion, I gotta tell you, I am so happy I finally embraced the Murse, man purse, messenger bag, small bag, whatever you want to call it. Because the reality is, first, it's a lot more comfortable. Second of all, it's a lot cooler. Third of all, it's a lot more practical. Fourth, you most of the time don't need the space of a backpack, so you're carrying all this extra weight and size and making yourself warmer on a hot summer day for no reason. And embrace it. Be happy with it. The reality is, it is 2024. I grew up in Southern Texas, and I'm not going to let anybody tell me that I should or shouldn't carry something because they have determined that that is masculine or feminine. The size of the bag you carry does not determine your sexuality. Let's just say that. And frankly, if somebody thinks that, who cares? We're not going to be friends anyway. Please unsubscribe from my channel and leave me alone. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, at any point in the video, you can hit the watermark and be subscribed. Please like and subscribe, join the comments. If you have a favorite bag, tell me what it is. I tend to collect things, so as I go, I know I'm gonna keep collecting them.